We live by this, we die by this, we don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I'm talking about really soul searching with yourself, getting with yourself, sitting alone with yourself and working through them psychological traumas, emotional traumas.
The young people that's watching all over the world, when you look at Kevin Gates, be inspired by my greatness, but also understand that I'm not Superman, I'm not a god, I'm only a human being. So I do have character flaws, I do make mistakes. I promise that I'll continue to be as honest as possible with you for the rest of my life or for as long as I'm here. I love you all.
Masculinity don't have to be toxic, it can be sacred. You can love yourself so much. And now when I look at people in their eyes, I see myself or different versions of myself. And me being a nurturer, if I can aid and assist you along your journey, then cool. If I can't, then cool. Just sometimes me being able to just give you a look up, I understand what you're going through. Just speaking to somebody could change their day. That's a cry for help when you see somebody going to the gym 3-4 times a day. Right. Something not right with him, but something wasn't right with me. And as men, we'll go to the gym and just kill ourselves and hurt ourselves in the gym to keep from hurting somebody else. There's a lot of men that suffer in silence. They come up to me, they hug me in the gym, they cry right there when they see me. Because I see you. Amen. I see what you're going through.
When you say suffer in silence, do you know how powerful that is?
We do. It's a lot of us that suffer in silence. I'm the one who's tried to take my own life. I'm the one who said these things so other people understand it's okay to feel like this. But this is the way that I changed it around. I take all of that negative emotion and energy and I turn my pain into passion. I put it into something that better serves me and humanity. I worked hard for these results. I suffered. I went through the fire. Adversity builds character. I wouldn't give it up. God bless the dead, because I ain't gonna give it up. I gave it my all and I ain't getting nothing from it. Gotta be love, I'm up in rank and I ain't pushed one button. We had it with faces, I ain't getting uncovered. I know they still trying to get something punished. This me being triggered like this emotionally, where does this stem from? So it always take me going back. Was it ever a time in my life where my mama or somebody in the family made me feel like I wasn't seen, or made me feel like I wasn't good enough, or made me feel like I wasn't worthy? Like you'd be like, he's so cold-hearted. It's not that we cold-hearted, but we know it's only a matter of time before we go back to jail. So I can't even love my children like I want to. I can't get close to my wife because when I go to jail, I don't want to be in there stressing about them. I went on Mike Tyson and talked about, me and him shared a story about us both being molested. Like, I'm the only rapper that live in their truth. Ain't nobody living in their truth.
I'm gonna preach to you with my actions. What I utter with my mouth, my actions must prove. And the greatest teachers teach without speaking. That's just always been my philosophy, because I'm still learning. And one of my biggest lessons is I'm learning to love the stranger that was once myself. My mind don't even think prison, because I've mastered that. Any facility I go to, I'm gonna be in a leadership position, because I know how to do that. That's not nothing, that's child's play to me. The hardest thing is can you come out here from nothing and be greater than what you was before?
A lot of losses. I watched the movie and he said, why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up. I respect the heart, I respect the integrity, I respect the morals and the principles of an individual. What is success? What is your measure of success? My measure of success is me being able to do whatever I want to, whenever I want to.
Freedom is not you being free. Freedom is you being free in your mind and your heart and your spirit, which is really a privilege for you to be free. Being your authentic self is beautiful.
Right.
And that's the greatest freedom that I learned. And I learned that comparison was the killer of all joy. Because I'm comparing my life to other people's highlight films.
The elixir of life, it does start with meditation. You ever went to sleep and woke up tired? The mind was never quieted. The mind never received true rest. And I ain't trying to sound like no philosopher, no prophet or nothing, but I'm not happy, but I am at peace right now. I'm talking about pure peace.
A lot of people can't be alone with themselves. They can't.
Right.
I can be alone with myself. I don't need to talk to nobody or nothing. I can talk to myself and figure it out. A lot of people don't want to face themselves.
Right.
And that's an act of valor. That's commendable. Because through isolation is where we reach elevation. That's when most of my epiphany is happening, when I'm alone. So I commend you on that. Like, that's beautiful. That's where my ideas come. in my solitude when I'm working out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I talk to myself out loud.
Yeah.
I know it's people be like, I used to be like, man, I know I'm weird, but then I read that all geniuses talk to themselves. Like I ask myself questions, I talk to myself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm able to laugh at myself. I'm back able to stand up and do it from a standing position. You know, you do it on your knees, but I'm able to stand up. I was doing it at first, but I had kind of ripped one of my ab muscles. My body wasn't ready. I was doing it prematurely. Mm-hmm. So now I'm to the point where I could do it, like standing up. And when I was doing it at the gym, I had kind of like slipped a little bit, and I laughed at myself.
Yes,
and it felt good to be able to laugh at myself and not be embarrassed and not care about what other people think. So for the first time, I really been like happy, and I've been cautious of what I speak to myself. Like my biggest inspiration, Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna show you how great I am. He suffered. He suffered. They made it hard for him, but he smiled. He found a way to smile through it all. Yeah, he suffered. He died doing what he loved, and I had put it in my mind like this music. I love it. I'm gonna die for it. I love it. I can't stop. I'll die for this. I love it that much. I'm gonna die for it when a man meets his mission. Him and his mission become one. I'm gonna die for this. But when you live in your spirit and in truth, you make all of the wrong people uncomfortable anyway. So hey, I wasn't made for everybody to like. Once you change your perspective, that's when miracles happen. It was a blessing for me because I gained a greater understanding of myself. I don't have to engage with the world. I create my own world around me.